Tennessee Titans 17, Carolina Panthers 10. Titans move to 4-7. Panthers fall to 1-10. Of course, the Titans are now 4-0 in the city of Nashville, 0-7 in all other cities in the world.
How come you bring up the Titans' home road splits, but you don't bring up Dallas's?
I mean, I could bring those up too.
I don't think Dallas have trailed at home this season.
Yeah, they've averaged 41 points a game at home, Dallas.
I don't think they've been down, like at any point.
Wait till the Eagles come in.
But that's more impressive than the Titans, no?
The Titans one is funny because they played a home game in London and lost.
Yeah. No, I know that.
Right? That's what makes it funnier.
Yeah.
And that they haven't won a game outside of Nashville since like last October or November. No, since last November in Green Bay was the last time they won a non-Nashville game. Okay?
Okay.
That's why.
All right.
17-10. Derrick Henry with a couple rushing touchdowns. Bryce Young and Carolina, another rough offensive performance. Frank Reich's seat is said to be extremely hot. Owner David Tepper.
Pissed off.
What was the quote? I want to quote it.
The quote was just yelling,
Keep
dropping
it
an
centered.
F-bomb, right?
Keep it centered, yes. There was a Panthers reporter who said David Tepper came out and just came out of the locker room frustrated.
Yes, and just yelled a 4-letter expletive beginning with F.
Yeah, that's just kind of funny reporting. But, like, what does that look like? David Tepper's in there like, Frank, I'm so mad that you guys lost to this Titans team with only 3 wins.
Yeah, this team
and our rookie quarterback looks worse than their rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Ah! That's what he's...
Yeah, I mean, he's
Tell me about it. As a billionaire empathizer here.
As a successful billionaire, you're not used to failure, and you don't tolerate failure.
Yeah.
And if somebody is consistently failing, that person needs to be gotten rid of immediately, to hell with the cost, because you're a billionaire. What do you care? So, he's going to be the next... I think he's going to be the next of this line of billionaires that comes in from business and just doesn't have the patience to see anything through because he wants change immediately. So Frank Reich may not last the full season, or if he does, he will. It
sounds
only
like
last.
it's the seat is so hot he might not last the day.
Right, or he may not. If he does, he won't last beyond the full season. Like they will just get rid of him, onto the next guy, and then you'll just have this endless sequence of like 1 year, 18-month hires because I demand immediate results.
As GM, Steve, I would go in and I'd say, listen, David, do you know that we're facing...
Dude, you're already fired.
I'm not saying Mr.
David. You got to... No, it's David. Mr. This is a billionaire.
Mr.
Of course he is.
Just
I demand
because he has
respect.
more money than me
yes.
doesn't mean he's a mister.
Yeah,
he's an adult just like me.
No. You're out immediately. Gone. Get out of here.
I would say, David, you can't fire Frank.
Leave the building.
After facing the juggernaut that is the Nashville Tennessee Titans. Undefeated Titans in Nashville.
While you're doing that, he's pressing a button on his desk that simply signals to the person outside who's worked with him for about 25 years, kind of old lady has been there, done that, seen how this works. It's a button that when that light goes off, she knows, revoke credentials, remove him, like go to HR, remove him from the system, get rid of his parking credential, turn off his fob so that he can't get back in the building, so that by the time you walk out of that meeting, you've already been purged from the system.
And pay me the rest of my contract.
Fine.
Perfect.
I'm a billionaire. What do I care?
So, tough job over in Carolina. Titans get the win here. There was Arden Key had a big game, strip sack that set up one of the Titans' touchdowns. Thought Will Levis played fine. Hit his, what are my notes here? Hit his high-lows, couple
I thought
nice
both
play
quarterbacks
action
played
dig
okay.
to Chris Moore. Yeah, I mean, Bryce Young was fine, but he's...
The numbers will stink, but they both had, bad offensive lines, not good. Like, it's not a good situation for either guy. But
like when you're watching Bryce Young, though, he's still not. He doesn't see it. And we mentioned about the height and everything. Like his first turnover, I believe it's in as a turnover-worthy play. He has a dig route open over the middle of the field, doesn't pull the trigger, rolls out, throws it late, and it should have been picked. That's where the scouting height thing. Does he see it? Some of those plays are kind of coming up. He's just late to stuff. A little bit too much. I thought Levis played pretty clean, missed a couple throws in there as well, but overall was pretty good. Had an awesome play under pressure, got it up to Chiga Okonkwo after getting popped. And Derrick Henry ran really well. 8 forced missed tackles, ran well in the tight red zone. only ended up. He's another guy that's only 76 yards. It was a horrendous run blocking effort by the Titans. Henry was he created 76 yards. I don't know how many were after contact, but created 76 yards out of almost nothing in this game. So
Henry is interesting because as a guy, that size who doesn't have, he's not explosive. He doesn't have quick twitch, acceleration. He understands very well how to be Derrick Henry. Does that make sense? For a guy that needs some runway to get up to full speed, at which point, once he's up to full speed, he's extremely difficult to stop or take down or slow down. He understands how to take angles to get him up to full speed without just, running into spaces that aren't there and therefore stalling his own momentum and therefore being more difficult to take down. Derrick Henry actually understands very well how to play like Derrick Henry, which I think is why he's been unusually successful, relative to some other backs that have similar size, strength, speed, explosiveness combinations.
Good description there. I like it.
Thank you.
It's a good way to wrap up that game, too.